episode 4 titled Blackfire drops. How exciting is it for you, and what can the fans expect?
I must say, from the beginning of this process and then going through a pandemic and seeing how many people it took to get to this point, today is all about gratitude. Today is about gratitude to the COVID team. This is about gratitude to the producers who worked every single day to make sure that we were safe and that we got it done. So I was really excited when I first got booked and I first got casted. I'm even more excited now because everybody's home. And so being able to bring entertainment and life to people's screens while it might be cloudy outside is an honor.
Absolutely. It's a very exciting time for you. So tell me how this role of playing Blackfire, what does it mean to you personally in real life? What does it mean to you?
Oh man, good question. In real life, playing Blackfire, has been one of my greatest joys. First and foremost, I'm an athlete, I'm a dancer, right? And so it's very seldom that your hobbies and your passions get to line up when it comes to the acting world, right? So I'm tall, right? I'm 5'11". And when you see the comic book picture of Blackfire, it's very, very, very similar to my stature. And it felt really nice to be stepping into a role that I felt I could do, right? In terms of the villain character, in terms of being a character who doesn't fit in, I have a phrase that says, no legend ever fit in. And so really getting to explore why we think people don't fit in, why we treat them the way we treat them when they don't fit in, and the trajectories that so many people take simply because they want to be accepted, not because of anything else. Was really beautiful for me to be able to sit in every single day when it came to the character. And she's taught me a lot about not caring what people say and knowing that because I don't fit in, it is my superpower.
Very nice. And you did mention comics. I feel like the Titans fans, they always want to know, like, what comics did they study? So do you have any that were kind of your go-tos when you were preparing for this role?
So me personally preparing for Blackfire, I actually opted to not study the comics as much as I did nature. I studied animals. I absolutely wanted her to be as animalistic as possible, whether it is her hands, whether it's her motion of her head, whether it's her fighting style. I studied cheetahs, I studied jaguars, I studied ducks, I studied, no, that's not the answer you were looking for, but here we are. I spent most of my time outside studying how nature moves because Blackfire to me is a woman of her planet. And so I really wanted to create a sense that she was regal, not simply because she wore a crown, but because she was connected to the ground. Bars.
Man, that's deep stuff. You're like blowing my mind over here. That's awesome. That's so cool. Let's talk about you and Coriander's relationship a bit. I mean, obviously it's been shaky. We saw that in season 2. We're seeing it kind of come here in season 3. I feel like there's this deep bond between you two. At the same time, you're like, I could probably kill you at any second. Like you both are like that. So in season 3, kind of talk about your guys' dynamic and are things going to improve? Are things going to get worse? What can we expect?
Well, I think the word that keeps kind of getting thrown around a la Vin Diesel and Fast and Furious is family. And we've been taught as Tamaranians to respect your family no matter what. Right. And so what you're going to see amongst these two is Blackfire comes to Earth and she goes, I know this girl better than her family. Right. I'm your family, actually. Whereas, Coriander has a different family now. And so we're going to watch as this season unfolds, Blackfire have to deal with that and question if that's something that she's always wanted, or maybe something that she doesn't need. We're going to see what happens when you have a sister in town who boils your blood, when everyone else in this house thinks that you are the greatest superhero in the world, but she can say one thing and it could annoy you. So I think we're going to see the power of words more than anything with this dynamic.
with you coming to Earth, we're kind of like, how did this happen? Are we going to get any sort of explanation to that? Or, can you talk to that at all?
Well, I question my space on Earth every day as an alien. But yeah, that is what you will find out as this season progresses. Why am I here? Why Earth? Right? I call it a backwater planet when I'm in the cell in 304. Why would I choose to come to a backwater planet to find my sister? What is the secret? What do I know the secret? Is there a secret? Am I just crazy? Am I looking for something other than myself? What do I want? What does Blackfire want? And I think that that's something that is going to unfold in a really, 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 really big way this season.
Very cool. And talk about off screen, you and Anna's relationship. Yeah. How does that come from off screen and then translate onto the screen?
Sisters. Absolutely. They have casted sisters. I had the opportunity to hang out with Anna before we filmed, which is really nice and really a treat in this industry when you get to bond with the person who's playing your sibling before you get on screen. But one thing that I noticed more than anything is, sweet women in the trailer, and then we've got to go on set and we've got to be angry, right? And so I think that what Anna and I did really well was explore the sister dynamic, explore what happens when you're out of your comfort zone, but only you two know that. So I was really, 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 really lucky to be paired with Anna. Her casting on the show didn't get the nicest comments. And so I felt like I really was able to come in and say, I got you. And that's what we did.
Do you have a favorite part of playing Blackfire?
Ooh, yeah. Okay. My favorite part of playing Blackfire is suiting up. Suiting up. I get to have someone call me or text me and say, it's time to put on your super suit. And then I get a team of people coming and putting the cuffs on me and putting on the boots and strapping up. And I'm walking around the street in the flyest suit ever. Yeah, I got to be a suit. I always say I'm a superhero in my head. I got to be a superhero out loud for a year. So yeah, putting on that suit, I'll do it any day.
Season 3 has been pretty crazy so far. We saw Hank blow up in episode 3. We saw Jason change to Red Hood. Are there any other bombshells that are going to be coming our way that you can kind of tease to for the fans?
Ooh, yeah. The fans this season are going to, every episode, they're going to be, what? Titans, the writers have done a miraculous job at tying a lot of different storylines together. There's going to be some stuff that you don't see coming for Blackfire. Absolutely. But it's going to make the story even better.
Am I missing anything? Is there any big stuff you want people to know that I'm just not asking?
I want people to know that Blackfire's entire costume, from her hair to her super suit, to the clothing that she wears in her day-to-day, to the shoes, to her fighting style being capoeira based, everything was intentional. Every single detail, every stitching, every hairstyle was picked months in advance. And we did it for the fans. We really want to give the fans an opportunity to go on this ride with us and have fun with us. And I really believe that they will.